best to spend it before you die. Okay, now, some people don't do that. They're like going to take it all to their grave. We've got to get to some point where we go, you know what? The point of making money is to have a lifestyle. There's no point having all this money on paper. I'm not going to spend it. You can cash in the properties if you want and wipe out the debt and have peace of mind. But if you wipe out the debt, then so whoever buys that property in the next 10 years, they're making the capital growth. If you keep the property, you're making that capital growth. So ironically, if you add up the figures, if you've got 2 properties, okay, actually I'll show it on here. The properties actually, it's not on there, but anyhow, the properties will go up in value. So let's say you've drawn out that money. This is what's great about this. So the property's now $600,000 each, right? And you're drawn out $35K a year for 3 years. And you've done year 4, 5, and 6, you've drawn it out of here. You come back up in and say, I don't want to take any more money out of these properties. So you've taken, what, $105,000 out of each of these properties? In this example, 6 years later, after they're worth $600,000, what might the properties now be worth 6 years later? Guess. $1 million, but let's be conservative. Let's always conservative our plan. Maybe 800, 900,000. Let's say 900,000. Let's say they've risen to 900,000 in value. So while you're being busy retiring, doing whatever you want, this property's gone up 300,000. You drew out how much? 105,000. Despite spending that money, your equity net worth has increased 3-fold. Who's ever seen the Tim Tam ad on TV before? You know the Tim Tam ad, you take a Tim Tam and it magically keeps replacing itself, okay? This is like the Tim Tam ad, but having babies. In other words, it's having a second packet and a third packet. You're taking the money out and spending it, but it's replicating itself by 3-fold. You're now in a vicious cycle that if you don't increase your spending in retirement, you're going to die rich. So, warning, be careful of that. So, do you understand that, the principle of that? Of course you can sell the properties if you want, wipe out the debt. Or you can say, be comfortable with the debt, because debt is only bad when you have to work to pay it off. If you don't have to work to pay it off and you're making money while you sleep to pay it off, is it such a problem? Yes or no? Not such a problem, okay? So that is an example of what you can do. Quickly explain that strategy to the person next to you, how that works. I'll take a couple of questions and then we'll wrap up this session. So if this is brand new for you, this is what we call accelerated learning, okay? Accelerated learning is like you're learning a lot in a very short period of time. So if you want to obviously have more help and assistance in implementing these strategies, I'll tell you very quickly about 21st Century, how that works. If you wish to be a member, it's certainly not for everyone, but for those who are committed, prepared to step up and make things happen, then it's probably the most profound, powerful education that you're going to find out there. Especially because it's over 5 years worth of membership where you can be educated ongoing for at least 5 years. Our agenda would be to continue to educate you for life. That's our mission at 21st Century. So let me tell you a little bit about what's included in the membership. Also, I know some of you are members already. As I go through this, you'll see some of the new things that we've added. So anything new members are getting, guess what? As a past member, you also get. So there's many great things coming your way. No additional charge. It's a one-off fee to be a member, and that's part of your ongoing membership. So that's good value for you. So let me walk you through this, how it works. 21st Century as a 5-year membership. We have, it starts in 3 stages. The first part of the program is so you can get into action with these strategies rapidly. The first part is a home study is shipped to you straight away. So you become a home study member, make that decision. Literally in 24, 48 hours, you'll have a box coming your way, which includes up to 100 hours of DVDs, okay? Over 25 different speakers. So you'll be very busy. Instead of watching TV, you'll now be watching me, okay? In other words, on DVD. So you will get to see a lot of me and also other speakers. In other words, in seminars is one way to teach people, but it's not the most effective way. What we've found over 10 years now, we've been around as an education organization, the most successful by far in this country as far as financial education, and for a reason. One of the reasons for that is this. By watching on home study, you can study, and spaced repetition is a powerful way to learn. So instead of if you had to leave here now after 3 hours and go and try and implement everything of this, it would actually be dangerous for you because you don't have the full knowledge that you need. You need that depth of knowledge. Also need the support. With home study, you can sit at home and watch it in your own time. So somebody say, well, I'm a busy person. Well, most people watch at least half an hour of TV a week. Is that true? At least half an hour a day for most people, a lot more. So you can find the time if you're committed. Is that true? So instead of watching TV, watch DVDs that can change your life. So you're educating yourself and getting an education that will be with you for the rest of your life. So that's powerful. And also with a DVD, like in this seminar today, some of you are like, can you just go over that part again? So if you all had 150 remote controls here, some of you are like, fast forward, get onto this other stuff. Some of you are like, rewind, just stay where you're at and go over that again. On DVD, you can do that at home. So you can go back over and over the strategies in detail until you get, aha, now I've got it. And we go into the depth so you understand how to do these strategies in detail. So you can watch it over and over again. Also, you don't have to wait. You can actually start watching it next week. You can start getting into the strategies. And a lot of these things with instant cash flow, if you're educated, we have members that have started within 30 days, are out there getting money into their bank account from taking this education within 30 days. Now, I'm not suggesting you do it that fast, okay? But within 60, 90, 180 days, you take it, whatever pace works for you. But these are strategies that can put cash flow into your pocket, not one day, but now. They're available right now. There's so many things that you can be doing right now in the market that can generate cash flow, but also generate long-term capital growth. Is that exciting? It's not just like, I do all this hard work and in 15 years, then I might be able to retire. We're talking, if you have some equity, we've had many people able to replace or supplement their income within that 90, 180-day time frame. And there's people in this room that can testify for that, okay? So a home study, you have it for life. It's there to study as many times with your family, watch it, study it over and over again. The second part of the process is live seminars. So we do live seminars. Our main cornerstone program is our 4-day event, which I'll tell you about in just a moment. So that's our main program, but we have other ongoing live seminars which you can come back to as many times as you wish. And what they design, once you've got the foundation of watching the home study, we can go into some more accelerated strategies. We can also move at a little bit quicker pace because you have that foundation knowledge. Okay, and knowing in a seminar, if you miss anything, you can always go back and watch the DVDs and fill in the parts that you've missed. Okay, so live seminars, and now what we've done, we've made it available for 5 years. You can come back as many times as you wish to all our programs, okay, for 5 years. Okay, who likes the idea of that? Okay, because some of you are doing strategies, but then you learn that, you want to come back now, I want to focus on some of the other strategies I didn't quite pay attention to in the beginning because I was just into property, I was just into shares, I was just into the internet and business. So now you can focus on other things. So, because there's so much to learn. Now, just those two things would be great, but if you're left on your own, the frustration you can have with implementing some of these strategies is this. For many people to go and speak to their accountant, if their accountant is not an investor, successful investor, they're likely to have a mindset that's different to what you require. So often they may not do the job that you need. So if you need a good accountants that are investors that understand these strategies, then you'll get access to that. So 21st Century Accounting, we have some amazing accountants that work with us closely. Actually, you'll hear from one of them after the lunch break. So you'll be able to, he'll go through some things. But it's important as an investor to be structured to minimize your tax and to protect your assets. So as part of it, you need to take care of that. Okay, so they're there to support you if you need it. Otherwise, if you've got a great accountant, by all means, make sure they're looking after you correctly. Other support service you might need is borrowing money. If you're going to be a property investor, you need to be able to get line of credits against your properties, borrow money, etc. In the tightening credit crisis, that can be more difficult. Also, many lenders or banks out there will take advantage of your assets. A bank will look at you and go, how many assets do you own? Okay, they'll want to know because why they want to take security over everything they can get their hands onto. You need to be educated so you don't let them do that. Or have a good broker that knows how to do it to protect and set up your security in a way that they don't do that. It's the best way to do it. Also, to be able to get you loans. In some cases, some people you go to a bank won't get a loan, but with the right broker, matched up with the right lender, is able to help with that. So you get that as part of a free service. 21st Century Finance's in-house is there. Every member can take advantage of that, and they will work with you to what's possible to get you line of credits, finance, etc., so you can do these strategies. So you're not left by yourself. Otherwise, it can be frustrating out there if you go and talk to a typical broker or a typical bank lender. They'll have no idea about these strategies.